I've been with thousands of men again and again. They promise the moon. They're always coming and going.
Oh, yeah, that's enough. It's a 5-minute song.
Okay, I'm back.
I've heard worse 5-minute songs.
Oh, I know. That's a pretty good song, honestly. Got her an award for a movie performance. So,
You there, Sparky?
Yeah.
Sparkle.
Yes.
There he is.
Yes, there he is.
Unsupported resolution. What the fuck?
You're just a bundle of problems today.
Oh, this looks better. This looks better. This looks promising.
Well, I've got red arrows flashing all over the place. God damn it, hang on.
I know that we're not on air, but who's looking forward to shithole rallies tomorrow in Richmond?
Oh my God, the one where they banned the guns, where they said they were going to bring their guns. I should tell you, this is going to be a shit show tomorrow. I mean, it's going to be like 7 days to die.
I hope it's not
turned off.
Well, actually, the progressive zombies. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Somebody should start building up the forts with the wedge tips and everything like that. They will never be able to get over
it. So, who wants to know what this stream has been like today so far?
Oh, we've been here. We can kind of guess.
No, it's kind of like this.
I'm gonna go take a shit.
Just all over the fucking place.
How dare you! Oh, Jem, that reminds me. It was you and me on the motorcycles, right? The other day?
Oh yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Oh, by the way, we're on day 25.
Well, because Rogue set it back, otherwise we would have already hit day 28.
Oh yeah, I know. I've been building something, and you'll remember that place where I was digging.
Yeah,
I'm digging a bigger place.
I'm digging a bigger. Okay, so apparently, because I had asked Rogue to set the time back because we would nearly hit day 28. He's like, okay, but you know what happens when you ask the Rogue for favors? I was like, God damn it. Okay. Yeah. There's going to be an explodey surprise for you. I'm like, oh, fuck. Come on. And I'm like, what kind of explodey surprise? You'll see. And then his next words were cookies. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? Where are the goddamn cookies? Okay. And Sparky should know what cookies means.
Yeah, I know what cookies means. But I'm going to share this real quick.
But there are no cookies. So I'm wondering what the fuck happened.
Okay, well, hang on. Samaj, this is actually really cool.
I looked at your channel and I saw your series of thumbnails, and dude, you need to diversify. You need to diversify fast.
I know.
So I just pulled up some images on Google and then just sort of move things around. If you have a copy of Photoshop, you need to be working on thumbnails.
Hey, Blondie, what? Don't fuck up.
Wait.
Because if you do fuck up, you're gonna have to answer to me.
Is what he pulled up? Do you have it on stream right now, Sparky? I'd like to see it.
Yep. Yeah, he put it into Discord.
Oh, he put it on Discord. Where in Discord? Main chat?
It's on the stream right now. If you can see the stream, he's showing it.
Oh, that is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't I think of that? You know what? It doesn't matter. That's cool.
I just download the font and then I just grab. It's got to be 1, 2, 3, 4 different images, and then I just made the coffee myself.
No, yeah.
I like that. That's neat.
That's pretty damn good.
This is why I got to get an editor. I got to make some shit too one of these days.
And see, I have Photoshop and Illustrator, and I do this shit for a living. That's why I didn't think about it, because I do this shit for a living.
See, back in the day, but back when I was on the cunt stream, I would just flat out draw out the thumbnails. That's a lot of fucking work. And so I've been ever since we took the break and I've been going on other people's streams. I just I get lazy and I just take pictures off the internet. Surprisingly, it's a lot faster. Who'd have thought?
Speaking of the cut stream, did they ever get their channel back? And did Brockus ever get his channel back, or is it still run by hackers?
Nope. And YouTube will still not do anything about it. So yeah, they
and it's still run by hackers, isn't it? And they're still not even been demonetized yet.
That's right.
Wait a minute. Here's a conspiracy. YouTube hired the hackers to get them to lose control of the channel. That's why they won't do anything. YouTube makes the money, and they get to keep it because they hired the hackers.
See, that would be a fun idea. Probably not. What ended up happening is that Schmeckel gave part of the control of the channel to Brockus, just because it's easier if someone else can run the streams and all that. It was supposed to be me, but I just don't have the technical know-how to run anything like OBS or Streamlabs or nothing. So I just said, just give it to someone who's most capable of running streams. That was Brockus. Brockus tried to download some audio editing software from a website, and of course, when you do things from that way, you try to get through the, let's say, free route, you leave yourself open to download hacking stuff, and that's essentially how we lost the channel.
Got it.
Right. Now, despite all this, I mean, Schmeckel, being the original owner, he had all the information. He sent it off to YouTube. It says, okay, look, channel was hacked. Here's all the information that you want, that you need. Please help us out. And YouTube just never did anything. Now,
and you're surprised how?
well, I don't know. I didn't know how the hacking stuff works. I don't know how YouTube works. And now I'm well aware they don't do anything. With that said, some other people did some research in for us, and it turns out this happens all the time. But what ends up happening is that the channel gets put on some kind of a internet black market, and then it gets sold. So apparently, someone bought our channel, someone from Russia, and he bought for the equivalence of $1,000. And he said the guy who now owns the channel says he'll give us back the channel for $1,000. So
well, isn't your channel more popular now than it's ever been before?
Actually, no. It's lost a bunch of subscribers.
Oh yeah, I know.
That was Brockus's, but they're doing scams on that one.
Well, any day now that's going to go, because the guy who's streaming stuff is apparently not streams of the videos he's showing are stuff that's illegal on YouTube. Essentially, it's like how to hack games and how to get inside them, or I don't remember what the exact quote was, but yeah. But also, no one cares because it's a Russian game. That's how we know it's the same guy, or at least one of the same guys, because apparently Russia is well known for buying other people's channels. And it's not just YouTube. It's also Twitter. It's also Instagram. It's all the other websites. So what I've come to realize is don't go to any third-party stuff. Just buy it outright. I mean, sure, I can,
and
that's why everybody says get free shit. And I'm like, no.
There's very few instances where I would agree with that. There's very few things that I could actually sit there and advocate for. Like, okay, this free version is a good alternative. You know, like, what is it? Like, there's an open source Office alternative. I forgot what it's called, but it works pretty well. It's just that if I'm already subscribed to something like Adobe, though, I might as well fine, here's the $6-7 to have the full Office suite, and then I can use it anywhere and everywhere.
Exactly.
Well, Adobe's going to be useless here anyways in a little bit. So
how so? Why? What?
You didn't know?
Contract's up.
It's not that the contract's up. It becomes public domain, and for some reason they don't want to mess with that stuff and have to do anything about allow. So it's going to become unsupported essentially. The only people who are going to be able to use it are Linux people essentially by the time this comes about. But
how long?
Months.
This year, I think. Yeah, I think sometime this year it happens actually. But
you can't tell me that they're going to sit there and they're just going to abandon all of their abandon Photoshop, Illustrator, and all that other stuff for Windows.
Yeah. It's been coming.
Yeah, I mean, they got something new in the works, but it's not going to be Adobe anymore. It's not going to be called Adobe. I mean, it's basically here's what's going to happen. It's going to be Adobe, but it's going to be so just different enough to not be Adobe anymore. And they're going to give it a different name. And they're going to call it, here's our new shit. Buy it for $1,000 and we'll subscribe you to it.
I think you're talking about Flash then, Adobe Flash.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the entire suite, not the entire services for Photoshop and Illustrator. They're killing Flash this year. Yes,
Just the funny thing is, Windows has to pay for the privilege to use it, but they won't have to anymore. I mean, usually they like to make money, but apparently they're getting a piece of the new Adobe Flash, whatever the new Flash is going to be, or whatever.
All I know is they needed to do something because, like when Photoshop went from like a subscription system, I didn't bother. Like, one, I didn't have a computer that could run Photoshop because and then I finally did get one, and now you have to subscribe to it. I'm like, I'm not even going to bother. And that's also when I got myself an iPad, and that's where I do all my art on.
Well, they were talking about doing Windows as a subscription service.
Yeah, I heard.
And then everybody was like, "Hey, time to learn Linux," and it would have been that way because people will go the cheapest route,
right?
And Linux isn't that hard.
Actually, people go. Actually, it's not the cheapest route. People go the least inconvenient route. For some people, that means the cheapest route. For other people, that means paying into the subscription.
I think you're going to find that more people are going to be abandon Windows.
Yeah, here's the problem. Subscription-based programs cost more in the end than what a paid system does because a subscrition base might help you out if you're gonna do it short term. If you only need it for like a month or 2 months, I'll pay for the 2-3 months, whatever. They use it, you be done with it. But
actually, I remember. Sorry, go ahead and finish, and then I have something to say.
If you use it long term, because I've checked the pricing on it, I have the old suite that doesn't have to have the subscriptions on it. And when it came out, it's probably for the whole thing about $800-900. The subscription basis for the new programs, okay, so after a year, it's like $30-40 a month. And a year, you probably pay $200 some. Yeah, it seems cheaper. But the problem is, if I need that program in the future, and I have it, say 5, 6, 7 years down the road, I'll have the newest, updated version of it. But by the time it comes out, I probably paid triple what I would have if I just kept the old program and just bought it for $900. So in the long run, it costs more.
I disagree only for this reason. I remember when the individual programs for Adobe stuff, Illustrator, Photoshop, individually could cost anywhere from $700 to $800 upward individually, which means if you wanted Photoshop and Illustrator, you're talking about $1,400 to $1,600, and additionally for every other program thereafter. Mm-hmm. For me, as a student, quote, quote, I'd pay less than $400 to use all of the programs the entire year, which includes the upgrades, which includes all of this other crap that happens. But I have to say, in my defense, I am a graphic designer. I do this for a living and for freelance. So I kind of do need my own program. That's not to say that I haven't used the cracked versions before. It's not to say that I don't know how to get the cracked versions. It's that for me, for the price, this is more convenient. And it's cheaper than it used to be. It depends on what you're willing to trade for it. You're either trading your time or you're trading your money.
It depends on your use case.
Well, nowadays, here's the thing. Now, most people could just use Linux and then run a cracked version of Windows on it. which will be coming, and has been known to happen.
Just run a
I honestly, maybe right now there's a cracked version of 365 Office 365 that you can use on Linux.
Mm-hmm.
And
Shit.
It's not very hard.
So
wait. Going along that thought, I used to use, not a whole lot, but I used to use Maya and 3D Studio Max. Both, which is funny enough, both are owned by Autodesk. Mm-hmm. To own those programs now is well over $12,000 individually, again. But most people are moving over to Blender, which is free.
Yep.
Which can do the same things.
Me
for free.
And Captain Hook. Yeah, me and Captain Hook use Blender, and I don't use Photoshop or anything like that. I use a little program called Clip Studio, which is actually a manga drawing studio. It's used for like making mangas and animations and stuff like that. It's like Photoshop, but it gives you a lot more tools, and it's like $70 for the program.
Oh, speaking about cracked versions and stuff like that, Windows 7 is no longer being supported unless you're paying for it. And the military will never move to Windows 10 simply because the fact that they collect info. It's a program that is basically set up to collect information from your computer. And the military just has, these, biases against that. So does a lot of other government organizations.
I wouldn't see why. I mean, it's not like there's anything important.
I mean, jeez, I know. I mean, just national secrets. Jeez. And Windows 7 will
time out. It's not like Windows can do any worse than Hillary Clinton, right?
The chuckle in the room gives it away. That's why it's funny.
Grant Sanford is here, and they say they're waiting for Part 4. Just wait, it might come. The way this fucking day's been going, because I don't get it. So the live stream health on YouTube is completely green. There's no issues. However, when I'm looking OBS, my dropped frames is at 6,391 at 21.9%, and it keeps flashing back and forth between orange and red. So
get ready. That's the new. What was it? Linus did actually a video on this, which I hate to use him as an example, but he said if you use the new tools, they say, hey, everything's green, and we're streaming, but YouTube says there's a problem. When YouTube says there isn't a problem, where there is a problem, or was it where YouTube says their programs say it isn't a problem? There's usually a problem.
Well, YouTube's saying there's no problem, and OBS is saying danger.
Then there's a problem because YouTube is always wrong.
I don't. You know what? I think I might know what happened, because I did attempt to try and stream on the new streaming platform for YouTube.
That's a lot of people are having trouble with that.
I attempted to do that and then changed back to the old. But it required me to put in a different streaming key, and oh man.
Every time you restart it looks better.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's going. It's like the percentage is going down. It's like at 21% now.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, this stopping and starting and making new streams. Stop that. Just commit to the bit, deal with it, and then figure out your problems later.
I know. I'm becoming like Doc. I know.
Well, it's bad for your overall watch time.
I don't.
Care. It's a problem. Deal with it. Say we'll come back to it later. Technical issues can be sorted out once the stream is done. Just get on with it. Be entertaining.
Yeah, you're not getting it fixed.
You should be recording at the same time anyway, Sparky, in case something happens.
Just upload it. Yeah.
I've got 3 terabyte hard drives that are completely full.
That sounds like you need another terabyte.
I know.
Yeah.
I need a couple more terabytes.
Or you could have 14 terabyte hard drives.
Well, I think you got a little bit. I think you got your priorities need to be straightened out here, because if the terabyte things are full, but your wife's belly is not, you know you need to prioritize that.
Damn. Shots fired! Shots fired! We got a man down!
I'm being schooled by somebody who probably hasn't had, a girlfriend in how many years?
Oh, we're talking about 9 years, and I regret that decision every single day. But you got yourself a fiance and who is not up yet. All right, I know when someone's making the wrong decision. Fucking prioritize, man.
He knows about wrong decisions too. He's done many of them.
Yeah, he found out not to eat the food and drink the water in Mexico.
Well, I mean, like prior to that, I chose art as a career. I mean, let me tell you whose head isn't on the straight here. Okay. All right, I know about wrong decisions.
No, I remember.
Yeah,
I remember the last time you streamed with your camera on, you had that ZZ Top black fucking beard on. Yeah, beanie.
I still have it too. Yeah, they're still here. But then I came back from Mexico and I got a luchador mask. So I'm like, well, that's a little bit more fun to look at. I don't look like the Unabomber, so. Yeah, I want to be as approachable as possible, so I'll put on a luchador mask.
So Grant says be entertaining. Entertaining. Calm down now. Set your bar low. That's not hard to do.
Hey, hell, if our bar gets any lower, goddamn.
I know. I was gonna stream repairing this fucking the server tray from the local bar that I got, but with as many issues as I'm having with YouTube right now, I'm probably not gonna do this today.
What's happening?
Oh, I've got a repair to do. I went down to the local bar and trying to rally up some work, and this bar has a lot of like sound equipment, lighting equipment, and stuff like that. And they have some couple broken pieces that they just got thrown away. It's like, hey, let me have a shot at repairing it for you guys. Like, okay, here you go.
Are you going to be able to keep it if you repair it?
No, I might give it back, but if I can get it repaired, I pretty much scored a business with them.
Oh, I was just going to say, if you can score yourself some lighting equipment and sound stuff, yeah. Lord knows, I would love some lighting equipment and some stuff. I could fucking make some animated movies.
No, this is just this is get my foot in the door. Okay, this was broke. It's repaired now. Here you go. You can use it. If anything else breaks, just give me a call. I'll charge this much to repair it.
Okay, so in other words, here's a free sample. Come to me next time with money.
Pretty much.
All right. I mean that's nice and all. That's a very good Samaritan kind of thing to do. With that said, though, I would charge the money from the get-go.
No, it's a simple repair.
I get that it's a simple repair. I get it's simple.
Okay, so the replacement to replace this tray is about $30. This tray is about 10 years old.
Look, I'm just. Look, I get that, but you potentially have mouths to feed here, so you're gonna have to start.
I only got 2. That's it. That's all there's gonna be.
What do you mean that's all there's gonna be? No, there's not. That's not what's all gonna be. You're gonna be having. Yeah. Look. You got to put foods in the mouths of Simon, Patricia, Alexander, and I don't know, whatever.
Who the fuck are these people?
These are your children. What? You have 4 kids.
No, I'm not.
I'm writing your destiny.
Are you marrying Sparky Samaj? Because you're acting. I mean, come on, man.
Someone's got to write this man's life story. Lord knows he's not doing it.
Grant's like, wait, 9 years without a woman, just go get off.
I sense disturbance.
Not 9 years without a woman. I'm telling other people's stories. I'm like, this is what's gonna happen, man. You're gonna.
Are you that lonely, man? I mean,
no, I'm just having fun at his expense.
I mean, if you're that lonely, you can come and take my wife. I mean, you can take it for a couple weeks. Take it, you know, I guarantee you.
Take her away.
I'll guarantee you, you'll want your money back. but you won't even pay for it.
Oh damn!
No, no, I love my wife. I do. Just some days
less than
as
others.
Yeah.
And now we got Renslayer in the chat going, "Have kids, Sparky." Renslayer, I got one thing for you. If I can find it.
Oh, this will be a great comeback when he finds it, man. Let me tell you, you're gonna get so burnt when he finds it. When he finds it, man, you're gonna.
I've got 300 sounds on my sound pad. I've got a lot of fucking sounds.
Man, but this burn is gonna.
You need to organize.
Oh, here we go.
Sir, I know you can finish me as an acting ensign, but
Shut up, Wesley.
It only took 1 fight.
Wesley?
Shut up, Wesley.
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 Damn it.
Shut up, Wesley.
Shut up, Wesley.
You think it's over that last. Speaking of slapping Will Wheaton, can't wait to slap his opinions down here when he starts doing Picard, after series Picard.
Is he coming back for Picard?
He's doing the after show.
Oh.
Where they talk about the episode. So basically he's reattached to Patrick Stewart's balls with his lips. Sparky gets it. I mean, it's going to be epic. I mean, he's going to have to come back to Twitter or some sort of social media because he always gets kicked off and harassed off of all of them because it couldn't be his opinion.
No, it absolutely couldn't. It's always the trolls. Only and always.
I'm so sad for this Picard show. I know it's gonna suck.
When I realized what it was Patrick Stewart's own opinion. His own opinions are shit, like most actors. But he's a great actor. I'm not going to deny he's a great actor, but his opinions are still shit.
Yeah, the opinions are shit, and they've already. It's going to be like very political.
I mean, he is a communist, so.
Well, and one of the things that they announced that they're going to do is they're going to be doing like stuff about like
Brexit and Trump and stuff like
Brexit,
that.
Trump, that kind of stuff. What was the other? Oh yeah, immigration. Immigration's going to be a big thing because Romulans are going to be immigrating to Earth.
Oh yeah, Romulans are such a great tag along for immigration. I mean, the race that's literally tried to destroy the planet with illegal weapons like 1,000 fucking times.
Well, not just that. I mean, immigration to Earth. They're in space. There are so many planets uninhabited that could support Romulan life very easily. They could just go to like numerous.
Well, I don't know if it's to Earth or to.
They're going to Earth.
They are going to Earth because I was going to say a planet with inside the Federation space. I was like, I mean, Romulans had like tons of planets, and why do they need to? I mean, they had like a huge empire that they really did a good job of keeping separate, and everybody said, "Oh, well, it has to do with the Obsidian. Or is it the Obsidian Order, or is it Tal Shiar? I can't remember."
Tal Shiar. The Obsidian
Tal Shiar.
Order is Kardashian.
Kardashian. Okay, the Tal Shiar. It's not like the Tal Shiar, was not fucking evil as shit, and most of the other Empire people just went along with it because they had no choice. No, they actually propagandized their shit for so long and so well that everybody believed it. That's how you keep an empire that long. You get everybody to think the same damn way, and make those who don't the very, very small minority.
Yeah.
And that's what they did. I mean, if you look at some of the books, they explain how the Romulan Empire became the way it is, and basically they just everybody believes the same way for the most part. I mean, they are the perfect example of brainwashing their own people to believe bullshit, essentially.
Yeah, no. I mean, I want to be excited for Star Trek, but I just can't. Everything about this, and also it's because the showrunners are the same people who did Discovery. There's nothing exciting about this.
No, there is not. There is not a damn thing to be happy about. I mean, at first I was hopeful. I'm going to be like everybody else. I'm hopeful that this turns out well, and the more I hear, the more that hope is. I want to cut my wrist. It's like,
yeah,
they're paying a lot. I mean, the people who came back to do their parts, like Data and all that, they're doing it not for because it's for political reasons. They're doing it because a lot of them need the money. They haven't been out and work for a while.
Yeah, what's his name? Jason? Is it Jason Franks who plays Riker? I can't remember who it was. He was doing okay. I mean, he was directing episodes of the Orville. He's doing all right. He's coming back for love of Star Trek.
I think the reason they actually did the Picard series is because what's his name, Seth MacFarlane, was going to do an episode to start bringing Patrick Stewart on as an admiral and as a regular. And once they heard that, they like greenlit it no matter what, because they would definitely lose a huge portion if that happened. They would lose so many people on Star Trek that they'd never get it back, and that's why they did this series and gave Patrick Stewart control.
Well, and they're already losing a lot of fan base because everyone's going to the Orville.
Oh yeah,
sticking around.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but they would have lost even more if it.
I have yet to watch Orville.
It's good. I mean, it's not like fantastic. It's not exciting, but it's not.
I've heard that it's funny while being truer to Star Trek than Discovery was.
It's it's more Star Trek than Star Trek, and that's saying something. And the other thing is like there is a lot of comedy in there, but after a while, the comedy isn't all that important, and everything else you just get sucked into the series. I love the universe. I love the science fiction. I love they even brought back models for the spaceships because they actually make the models, and then they switch over to CG for the more action oriented stuff. But it's like old school Star Trek.
Yeah. And it's done at a very decent budget, honestly. I mean, if you've ever noticed, a lot of the makeup is the budget they have. They're doing a very good job of how they use it. And actually, I was worried when Fox was acquired by Disney because I was like, hey, there goes Star Trek, or there goes the Orville. Well, it seems that Seth MacFarlane kept his rights and it doesn't necessarily have to stay with Fox. Hold on, I'll be back.
Yeah, they're good for that. I like that he still has the rights and he can just sort of go somewhere else if he really needed to. So, yeah.
Yeah, I never watched it, so.
The Orville? Well, I mean, if you get a chance to watch it, I'd say it's well worth a watch. It's good science fiction. It's just good storytelling. Yeah, I have nothing but good things to say about it.
Well, actually, I ended up watching. We watched Close Encounters with the Third Kind last Friday. And the last time I watched that movie was like 25 years ago. I was a kid when I seen it. You know, we watched it, and I'm sitting there going after it ended. It's like, wow. So this is a movie about a man who had a close encounter, went crazy, drove his wife and kids away just so he can leave with aliens. Okay. That's kind of a unique plot.
Yeah, to say the least.
But yeah, I don't get to watch much TV that much, and when I do, I usually try to watch certain shows that either I'm interested in watching or my fiance's interested in watching. Like we've been watching the new animes that have been coming out, like My Hero Academia. I think they did a really good job of season 4. The fight between Deku and Overhaul was pretty interesting. Dr. Stone, and she's rewatching a certain magical index. So, and I gave up trying to follow that show a long time ago.
I wanted to get into that show, but I don't know, something about it I couldn't do. With that said, though, I did enjoy. I shouldn't say how much I enjoyed it because it was strange, but I wasn't expecting all the fucking beating up on women that was going on there. It's like men just don't give a fuck.
On which one?
Certain magical index.
Yeah, honestly, I haven't watched a lot of it. I watched some episodes, but it's like it gets down to like, you know, you got certain magical index, certain magical accelerator, certain magical railgun, and it's like, which ones do you start with, and how do you go on with watching it? And it's like Fate Stay.
Oh yeah, Fate Stay Night. It's like good luck with that one. That's a really hard. How do you pick up? I mean, I think you treat every series like a standalone series. With that said, though, I mean, if you really want to go in some order, you watch Fate Zero. That's the prequel, and then after that, you could check out like Fate Stay Night, and then after that, it's just a standalone series. You don't really have to know what the other ones are, because they all take place in different parts, and no one's really connected them yet.
There's only a couple that you have to connect, and that's anything really involving the Krill, and just a couple.
Are you talking about?
That's another series I've been meaning to watch. So.
Are you talking about the Orville?
Oh, okay. We talking about something else. I just got back.
Yeah, we were talking about anime.
We're talking about anime now.
It's all right.
About what?
Anime.
Oh, anime. Which one?
Fate Stay Night.
God damn it.
I have no idea what that is.
We were talking about My Hero Academia.
Another one that I have to also watch.
Certain magical, whatever one it is on now. And Dr. Stone. Like I said, season 4 for My Hero Academia is actually pretty good. It's slow starting off, but once it gets going, it gets good. And the final battle between the battle between Deku and Overhaul reminds me of the battle of All Might versus All for One.
Yeah, I could see that.
Well, so it's really well done. I wish it was a bit longer, but it was a good fight.
You think? Oh, I don't know. I guess. I thought
there's so much more they could have done with it. I really think that they could. Yes, I watched Vinland Saga. Stop spamming it.
I actually haven't watched that one. And the reason for that is because I only watch things dubbed, and that's, as far as I can tell, it's never gotten a dub.
And that might be a reason why I haven't seen it yet. Because so I'm not knocking Japanese language. I'm not knocking the subs. But when you got eyesight as bad as I have, and you try to sit down and watch a show, and you got to read the subtitles to go along the show to figure out what the fuck's going on, it's not fun for me. I don't want to sit down and watch a show and have to read what they're saying. I want to watch a show and watch a show. So I try not to watch subs unless it's a show or episode I really want to see. So
that's understandable.
And whether everyone's got their own fucking niche. Subs are better, dubs are better. Like I said, I just want to sit down and watch a show. And whenever you go through and they put paragraphs, sentences when they're talking, and it's only on the screen for like 5 fucking seconds, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna sit down, pause, read it, play, pause, read it, play.
Who's ever been doing the subbing lately? These subs lately, they've been actually doing a very poor job of it. They're making the fonts very small, and they're also putting it up there very quickly. And
if it's Funimation, I wouldn't be surprised.
It's fan sub. I don't think it's fan subs actually. No, Funimation has always done that, and that's why I wait for the fan subs usually. But lately, people have been. It's not they're slacking off, it's that they just don't have the time to put the love into it that they used to, and I understand that. And it's just a thing, a lot of these people do this shit for free.
Yeah.
And
Winslet, that's fine. You're used to subs, you can read really fast, that's good for you. Not everyone wants to sit there and enjoy reading subs while they're trying to watch a show. If I gotta sit down, read subs instead of watch a show, if I gotta pay more attention to what they're trying to say than what's going on the screen, I'm not wasting my time with it.
See, that never bothered me. I could usually split between reading and seeing what's going on the screen. I don't know, maybe I just am weird like that.
Alright, so if I'm watching on my computer, okay, I'll watch a sub. Because I can blow it up good enough, I can see it, I won't have an issue with it. If I'm sitting there watching a show in the living room, on the couch, and the TV's, 10 feet away from me, I'm not going to try to watch sub. Because there's some of them that's so freaking tiny, like I said, I can't see it. I've got to get different glasses, or I've got to move closer to the TV just to be able to fucking read what's going on.
I mean, not everybody can do it, so that's understandable.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm not knocking anyone who likes subs or who likes it's. To me, it's not about what's better and what's not. It's just my preference. That's it. So the whole I look at the whole thing kind of like console master race, PC master race bullshit. I don't care for it. I have a console. I have a PC. I play both.
I haven't had a console in years.
I like subs. I like dubs, but I prefer dubs better. Same with like
Gem.
PC games.
Mm-hmm. Oh, did you send me?
Yes.
You guys in 7 Days to Die?
Maybe.
I know you all. I guess I've seen you pop up going into the game.
Oh,
You're trying to get some shit done before Rogue comes in, don't you?
Not saying yes or no.
No,
I don't know what you're talking about. We have plenty of time until certain things come about.
I'm sending a message to Rogue right now.
No, don't you dare!
Well, I already poked him about 30 minutes ago, and he hasn't responded, so...
Don't tell Rogue anything. Nothing is going on. Everything is fine. Fine, I say.
It's fine, okay? Don't rat me out, Mom!
You sure it's fine?
Shut up. Shut up.
Shut up. Sure? Are you sure you don't need a couple hordes to keep you company?
No, we don't. We don't need anything. Everything is perfectly fine. Rogue doesn't need to show up.
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool.
I'm going to laugh if he pops up in chat right now. Just give it 5 minutes. give it about 30 seconds. I'm gonna laugh my ass off if he pops up.
I mean, I'll laugh too, and then I'll start crying. It'll like be one of those things where it turns from.
I'll laugh too, and then I'll immediately log off. So I ain't putting up with the shit.
Hey, it's a great way to level up.
Yeah. Winslow says Pin is best girl.
Yeah.
Alright, so what are the topics we want to go through today?
We're 2 hours into the show, and now you want to talk about topics?
Well, we've been talking about different things. No sense of pulling on topics.
I guess we could talk about topics, but I mean, I thought we have been talking about shit like the Orville and everything, and
other topics.
Sparky's inability to get his wife pregnant. I mean,
no.
Wait a minute. His wanted, never mind. His wife is fiance, so he can get that ring on her quicker.
I
mean,
it's really funny. You say inability. It's only an inability if you're trying and nothing's happening. It's not an inability if you're not trying and not trying to do it.
Huh?
I'm just saying, you've been with her for how long, and she's still not knocked up? I'm just saying.
You don't want kids right now.
You're responsible, but
we don't want kids right now.
But that, you know what? And fair enough.
Fair enough.
With that said, though, come on, man. Come on,
Kaz, get in here.
See, Samaj comes from a people that know how to do it. To get that ring on there and get that wife quick.
If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
I mean, especially if she
keeps...
Oh yeah, that's right. If you like it, then you should have put a baby in it.
Exactly.
Wow.
It's like, I'm not going to be taking advice from a guy who hasn't gotten laid in years. Yeah, I know. I get it. With that said, though, fucking knock her up.
She's probably listening to this at work and is like, I'm going to kill these people when I get a chance.
or
good luck, Captain.
Or you casually bring it up in conversation, and she's like, I heard that stream. Don't listen to that smart guy. That guy's an asshole.
I just had a shit ton of errors appear on my screen. Was that yours?
Come on, Kaz. Jump into the fucking Discord. You big chicken. It's not like we're gonna jump scare you or anything like that.
Have you seen what I'm building yet, Pen?
I kind of saw it, but kind of not.
It's gonna be big.
It's gonna be huge.
Renslayer says something is rising and it isn't the shield hero.
Oh. Is that like Condom brand? Shield hero. Coming soon to a Walgreens near you.
That's funny. It's funny.
So is Shield Hero coming back? I don't know. Is that show?
There should be a season 2. I don't see why there shouldn't be.
There's going to be a season 2 in 2021, but right now it's came back in Isekai Quartet 2. The Shield Hero
Shield Hero got renewed for another season. The animation is going on right now. They're talking story because they're really headed in the manga.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But right now they're in Isekai Quartet 2, which season 1 aired. Season 2, episode 1 aired, I think, last week.
Ben, it's about nighttime, right?
Yeah, I know it's about nighttime.
Season 2 and season 3, yeah. I just hope that the story flow is a lot better than it was in season 1. And I hope they don't go through and do the bullshit that they did in Overlord season 2 and season 3.
Isekai Tortet is looking pretty good already.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, wow, that was pretty good. The first one was a good story.
Yeah, it was, and they did a really good job of it, and it's fun. It doesn't impact anything in the main story of each one of the characters that's in it, but it's a fun, different kind of like storytelling aspect of what if.
Oh my god! Oh shit! Oh shit!
What?
I forgot Lucky was by my feet, so when he moved, he like brushed up against my toes, and I had to try to keep my reaction from like kicking him across the room.
Hey, Penn, when you get a chance, could you make some kills, or not kills, but you know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean.
I was gonna say, what, your pull-out game isn't that good either?
What do you need me to make?
We have said that.
Said that right as I was pushing the button. Furnace forges. I need you to make as many forges as you can.
Forges.
Yes.
Forges. Okay.
And then bring them over to the new place.
And make sure to stoke the forges real good.
Yes, stoke them. Stoke. Mm-hmm.
Pen's looking at me right now at the computer screen. He's like, I'm so gonna kill you.
I'm glad you can feel my dagger eyes because holy shit.
You know I don't mean nothing by it.
Don't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Actually, just put them in a box. I'll take them because if you went into this place, you wouldn't be able to get out because of the way I have it set up right now. Just put them in a box over here when you get a chance to make them.
Okay, so what shows you been watching, Smudge?
I really, really, really like Dr. Stone. Man, I was disappointed when the season ended. I want more. What do you mean it's over?
Well, I haven't finished it. I believe I'm on episode 22 right now because I got into it late. Tyro really taught my ear off trying to get me to go watch it. And I finally went and watched it, got to like the 4th, 5th, I think 6th episode, and it's like, you know, this is actually pretty good. I'm actually liking this. And I started watching it, and about 2 months ago, I just stopped. And I started picking it back up recently, and I'm kind of kicking myself in the ass for stopping watching it, but oh well, it gives me something to do now.
Indeed.
And I really like how they're taking it. I really like some of the ways that they incorporate a lot of stuff into the show. I actually like the origin of the village. I thought that was a pretty unique take on it. Too much of a coincidence for me, but it's still a unique take. I mean,
you know, oddly enough, I find the origin of the village and all that backstory, I wasn't all that interested. I like that he's trying to use science. He's making these like Stone Age gears and gadgets. I lost my shit when they made that water generator.
yeah,
And they put it in the river. I was like, that's such a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just making it out of scrap, and they're making it out of wood, and they're making it out of everything they can. I just like everything about it. I just fell in love with, and because yeah,
and Senku was blown away by it too because he didn't tell them about it. He didn't even instruct them about it. There was an idea that they had, and it's like, that's cool. You did this.
Well, and I think that's the thing with why I like it so much. Because also a lot of guys would probably like it because they're growing and they're improving and they're learning things and they're adapting it and everything. I like how there's a level of progression going on. So I'm falling in love with the show, and I wish there was more. Part of me is like I might as well just pick up the manga and start reading it, but I know if I do that, like the anime won't live up to my expectations because I start reading a manga, I'm like, oh, this is so fucking good, and I'm just gonna stop watching anime.
I think Dr. Stone is gonna go the route My Hero Academia with the manga. It's been keeping true so far with the manga for My Hero Academia. So I'm pretty sure the way Dr. Stone's been going, I think they're gonna hold true to the manga. It's not gonna be like Shield Hero or Overlord. I do notice that. I do notice that the show has like a novel base or a manga base, and they try to do anime of it. It really tends to be all over the place. If it's got a manga base only, it tends to stay true to the story. And if it's got a novel base, they tend to skip around a little bit. I've noticed that a lot.
Yeah, well, they do have to diverge in some form or another. More than likely, what will end up happening, they're probably going to expand. Like for example, it didn't really work for Attack on Titan, but they are doing something similar for My Hero Academia, and that's when the staff, because it's usually just like either one guy writing, the other guy illustrating, or it's just one guy doing everything. And what they did with Attack on Titan, because it was just one guy doing everything, and it blew up in popularity thanks to the anime. And so then they expanded, and so then they had a little bit of a writing team and an artist team, and they made separate mangas. Like there was that silly high school Attack on Titan series, and then there was another one about the underground, and then they made another one about like before, like what happened then. So there was like 4 different manga series, and so if they decided to, they could just sort of make an anime on these different diverging series that they're working on. That way, it'd be a constant progression of Attack on Titan. Now, people lost interest in Attack on Titan after a while because it's really hard to hype it up because that show was just fucking hype from season 1. But they're doing it with My Hero Academia because they have that vigilante one where it's just people with no powers trying to be heroes. Which is interesting, I think. Like, oh, you have no quirk? Well, I mean, yeah, I guess put on a mask and try to be a hero. So I think that's a fascinating thing, and like powerless people in a powerful world, power-filled world, I should say.
Yeah. That also brings up a neat little attribute in My Hero Academia of what they're gonna do with Merino. Because it's kind of hard to talk about that without fucking spoiling shit. But I haven't read the manga. My fiance's read. It's all the way current onto the manga, and she's been more interested in seeing if they've been following the manga, and so far from everything I've talked to her about, they have been. Here's another series that I actually like the unique take that they did on it. So, have you seen We Never Learn?
I don't think so.
Okay, it's about a high school student that's studying real hard to get into a good college, and he ends up becoming the tutor to 3 of the most genius girls in high school. The geniuses in the field, but they suck at everything else. And he ends up tutoring them in the fields that they lack in. And it's supposed to be like a... You find the cookies.
What did you do, Pen?
Nothing.
It's okay. Tell me, what did you do? Did you destroy something or what?
Yes.
What did you destroy?
I destroyed one of the fireplaces.
One of the fireplaces? That's no big deal. Not one of the forges, right?
No.
Okay, that's fine. Fireplace is fine.
No, it's not.
Why? What was in the fireplace?
I don't know, but no, it's not.
Oh my! Was there stuff in there?
Yes. Yes.
How much?
Acid and paper. It's okay. I got the acid and paper, but
Oh, well,
Wow.
I'll just do this. And you can
fucked up.
rebuild it. It's okay.
No, it's not.
It's alright. It's alright.
Oh, the stream is tanking again.
Did you know?
Leave it be. Just leave it be. And if it's
Did you know that if you really, really or desperately had to, you could scrap dukes for brass?
Dukes?
Not worth it.
Yeah, actually, it is worth it because we tend to get a lot of dukes.
Can you
What are
make
dukes?
Duke coins.
Oh,
yeah.
Dukes are what you do in the toilet.
Did you just take a whole bunch of brass coins and get rid of them?
Yes.
How much brass did you?
But
How much brass?
so a stack of 8,000 yields 6,600. But I went to the dealer. I went to the trader and sold some stuff, and I got like 13K.
That's fine.
Alright, so back to what I was saying.
So while Penn is dropping the acid.
Yeah, she's into the acid.
He's in the acid. He's dropping
But
the acid.
we never learn. And like I said, it's a slice of life romance, and
So about
basically he ends up no. And
Well,
he ends
like
up,
if you explain to me the narrative, it's a guy who was tutoring like 3 hot chicks. I'm like, well, that's a porno in the making.
yeah.
But
here's the thing. There's a novelization, there's a manga, and there's an anime now. And each one is different because each one he gets with a different girl. It's not the same girl every time. They switch it up. So I actually thought that was kind of unique. So.
yeah, I guess I could see that.
Who's this Palmer guy? Oh, new person. Hi.
New person. And
Palmer
There's
125.
There's another anime I started watching. It's only on episode 2, but I knew of it from the manga. Because I didn't know there was an anime page. I didn't think anyone would be this silly. It's called Izuku Reviews.
Izuku Reviews. Why does that sound familiar?
Well, you might understand the premise. So it's about these 2 guys. They go on adventures, they make their money, and it's not quite an isekai, it's a fantasy world. But in each different realm or each different world, there's always a civilization, and then they like to visit the local brothels. And they'll get on with whatever the local, what girls are like in those particular areas. And then they thought, because they talk about, sleeping with various different girls in different areas, they thought, hey, why don't we write a review? Like, what's it like to have sex with a centaur? What's it like to get on with a slime girl? And so then they start writing their reviews. And there are guys out there who will pay money to read these reviews, mostly because they don't get an opportunity to travel the world and go to different brothels. So
wow.
It's that kind of thing. And then they try to get their other friends who also do this, who also travel and adventure, who also stop off at brothels. Hey, why don't you guys write a review? Like, we have a human and an elf. They have 2 different points of view, and then you have like a wolf man, and forget what the other one was. Like not an elf guy. I think he's a little I think he's a kobold. I'm not sure. So what's a kobold's point of view on getting on with these people?
We got some tape in here too, Pen, if you need some.
You guys make it really hard trying to stay on topic, right?
Well, there's 2 different streams going on here. We have a 7 Days to Die stream and a couple of guys shooting the shit.
Well, you
They
have
shouldn't be
people
streaming.
playing 7 Days to Die who are shooting the shit with you, but we're not streaming 7 Days to Die.
They're just playing the game while being in the stream.
I can multitask.
I can multitask too. I mean, you're talking about anime. It's not exactly the most complicated subject in the world.
Yeah, but whenever you guys start talking about, hey, doing this and doing that, when we're in the middle of talking, is really distracting also.
I mean, it is distracting, but I mean, it is.
I mean, when you're talking about basically porn, a stream, it is. It's straight up porn. Let's not even deny this because I will call, a cat, a dog, and porn a porn. So it's a software porn.
Technically, it'd be a hentai, not a porn.
Well, you also have to understand that, like Japan has evolved. Okay, we have other forms. They've categorized porn. All right, porn isn't just porn. There's ecchi, there's hentai, there's lewds.
Oh, I know. But at the same time, I'm just like, yeah, okay.
Don't lump it all in one.
I do not.
Well, okay, all right, fine. With that said, this is an ecchi show. There is not an ounce of nudity, but let me tell you, boobage will happen.
Oh yeah, there is boobage. I know. I've actually seen the show you were talking about when the young elf was making out with the old woman.
That always freaks me out. I'm like, God damn it.
You enjoy it because you keep watching the show, so let's not even go there. But I've seen the show and I'm like, okay, I watched for 5 minutes, was like, okay, I know where this is going. Next.
Oh man, that I got not told, but it's like I got suggested a show. It's like, hey, you probably need to watch this one, and I fucking regretted that decision ever since.
Yeah, when someone suggests something, that means no.
Hey, Sparky.
It's what is it?
Beastars.
No, not that one. That was just weird. It's I don't mind that one. It's just fucking weird.
Pen?
But
no.
It's the anime adaptation.
No, it's Teacher, Why Are You Here?
Oh God.
And like 3 minutes watching that show. 3 minutes, you regret it.
Jesus Christ. Sorry?
Seriously, 3 minutes watching that show, you will regret it. Because here's how the premise of the show goes, and it's ecchi. It's not hentai, but it's ecchi. So how it starts out, the student's basically just talking to himself on how in the fuck did he get himself in this position or in this predicament. And then it pans into the boys' locker room, and he's in a stall with a really weird fucking look on his face. And there's a female teacher taking a piss on the toilet in front of him.
Perfectly normal situation.
Yeah, whatever. And it's just a series of fucking events like that. And it's like, no. It's not. No. And Winslow is saying, watch Divine Gate. Fuck is Divine Gate. I'm gonna put this into the Google search.
I swear to God, it better not be porn.
Hey, Pen, make sure you fill up your motorcycle and repair it before we take off for this day.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've seen previews of that one. I don't have an interest in watching it, but I've heard of it. And Winslow, you do not have to spam in the chat, okay? You can type it once.
Jim?
He's muted.
Oh, fuck.
But anyways, I can't think of anything else to really touch base on or talk about. Just stuff that's of interest. I know KG's been wanting me to watch the Build Fighters series for Gundam. I guess the new shows, Gundam Build Fighters.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember hearing about that. I don't know.
There's like 3 or 4 different shows going on with it. There's a new one out right now being aired. So he says it's real good, but it's like I get into those kind of stories for Gundam because I I like to see the conflict between the two sides, like with Xeon and the Allied forces, or like Zapped and Earth Federation and Destiny and Gundam Seed. I like watching, the war aspect of it. Watching, people build models to fight each other in a game, kind of like what, let's just say what it is, like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! It just doesn't really appeal to me.
Yeah, fair enough. It is kind of a hobby-oriented show. With that said, though, they are looking into actually making mobile, like Gundam sets that you can actually do combat with. There's a company in Singapore, I want to say. I can't. Don't quote me on that, but I think they're trying to actually make little devices that can actually do combat. So I've been watching that.
That's gonna be about as fun as trying to Beyblade someone.
Beyblade, let her rip.
Well, with Beyblades, they're just tops. It's a cool name, but really, we're just talking about tops with little things you can change around.
Tops have personalities. Damn it.
Okay, so that was a thing at my school when I was growing up, and people would be doing that. It's like, Beyblade, let it rip! And it's like, the tops hit each other and just stop spinning. And it's like, okay, what's the appeal to this? It's like, it's not even like the show, it sucks. It's like, why? You're just wasting money.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah, I can understand with like card games. I can understand with card games like Yu-Gi-Oh! I can understand. Video games like for Pokemon, that's understandable too. I find fun in those. Stuff like that, it might be cool as a video game. I don't find it cool as a fucking show. I just don't see the appeal in it. Like I said, it's like watching Pokemon.
Right.
But I will give the show a fair shake when I get a chance to watch it. I am looking forward to the new Iron-Blooded Orphans. I want to see how bad they fuck that one up.
Oh yeah, you think it's gonna be bad?
Well, okay, so they're making a show. How they usually do shows like that, spin-off shows, it's understandable. Like with Universal Century. Okay, there's different parts of the conflict, and it doesn't follow the main characters of the cast around. Iron-Blooded Orphans is not like Universal Century. It's not like the Cosmic Century. It's its own thing, and it had its own unique storyline. It wasn't, okay, Earth versus Mars. It was a group of people fighting for the independence of Mars against Gjallarhorn, which is on Earth. So it would make sense to continue on with that story path with those characters. The problem is at the end of the show, they kill a majority of the characters off, and this show that's getting ready to start up is that spinoff, like 5 to 10 years in the future, not involving any of the main cast. So I don't see how it's gonna have a big appeal. It might, who knows? I don't know. I feel like that's just not gonna be worth it. Kind of like how Gundam Seed Destiny was just a rip-off of Gundam Seed, just a retelling of a story in different order. That's basically all it was.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Gundam Seed Destiny. I think the story is a lot better than what the first one is. It's a lot more unique. But it also just seems really cheap, because you can sit there and watch it episode for episode from the first one to the second one, and there's really few original ideas in it. They have a couple original ideas, but a lot of it's just taken from the original or taken from something else, edited, reoriented to serve a different purpose, either for one side or another side. And just not a lot of storytelling aspects there. That's my own take on it. I really wish that we could get more stuff like the Origin series for Universal Century, because that was really neat. That was really neat how they went back and retold how the 2-year war started. And it'd be real cool if they actually rebooted and rebuffed the original Gundam to the new art form that they did for the original series, and just not redo the story, but retell the story in a better art format. I think that'd be unique and cool to see.
Well, I mean, it would be nice if the whole like mecha genre wasn't being flat out abandoned by a lot of studios.
Yeah,
especially they're still really popular.
God damn it, Pen! I told you not to go in there.
Sorry.
If you just waited a bit, I have something ready for you.
Alright, so I think we're gonna call it. I think 3 parts of stream, and this one's going on for about 1 hour and 60 minutes. It's about time that we usually cut off anyways.
An hour and 60 minutes? You mean 2 hours?
We actually got 2 hours without you restarting the stream. Amazing.
16.
Oh, okay.
1, 6.
Enunciate
minutes.
next time.
Shut up.
I'm done with you people. Done.
Man.
Anyways, it's been this stream's been kind of all over the place, especially since OBS wanted to fuck up and YouTube wanted to fuck up, and everybody just wanted to fuck up today. So with that, Samaj, thanks for jumping on. It's been unique, fun, and interesting. We do this every week at this time, so you're more than welcome to jump on anytime. I see you made. I see you put another.
I put another. I look back at your channel. I'm like, you need more diversity here. Here. What do you do all of that? Oh, 7 days a day. There you go.
You know, I'll use these, and I'm gonna give you full credit. I actually like them. Pretty nice. And what in the hell are you spamming in my chat?
I ain't spamming shit.
No.
There's some sort of link there.
Windslayer. There's some sort of Windslayer that's farting in your chat.
It's probably how to have kids.
No, it's
Jesus Christ. Shots fired.
It's called Me and the Boys Getting Drafted to World War III memes.
Good luck with that, by the way. You're too old to get drafted now. Don't worry, you're fine. Plus, you got too many problems with your mouth.
You know, a great way to stop yourself from getting drafted.
Samaj is too foreign looking.
Too foreign.
And Pen, well, she's just Jewish, so she's fine.
that magical land of Canada, so.
Pen's not going to get drafted simply because she's Jewish and her parents will buy her out of the draft.
Wow.
Damn.
I'm going straight for the throat on this one. No, everybody says World War III. I keep on laughing like, oh yeah, Iran's going to kick it off. I'll tell you what. Damn. Y'all better watch out. Ha ha.
But anyways, we're going to go ahead and cut out. Thanks for everyone who joined in today. I'm always astounded at the amount of people that always come to watch this on Sundays. So thanks for everyone for watching, and I'll try to take some on just hint, and I'll try to diversify a little bit. And
diversity? What's that?
With that, we're out. So cue the music. Please remember to like and subscribe, and we'll